3,
Oh,
2.
you do the countdown now?
You can do it. Just no one was doing it. Go ahead.
All right. 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast. I'm Brandon.
I'm Joe.
And I'm your favorite pink bunny, Marco.
Marco, why don't you stand up and do a little spin around for him? Spin around for the fans.
I know it's
stand-
good.
stand
Hold
right
on,
up
let
there,
me
guy.
see if I can enlarge my actual screen.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Definitely not do that.
No,
we lost him.
He said.
No, I'm back.
Marco, just stand up and spin around for him.
Well, it's going to be a very small dot in the
it's
corner.
not, Marco. It's for you because your image. All right, just spin.
There you go. Zoom in on the
There you go.
crotch.
Slower. No, slower. Sassier. No, don't do that. That'll get us cut.
I don't see nothing wrong.
He said zoom in on the crotch.
With a little bump and grind. All right, guys.
Babe. Sorry.
Should we address that we're all remote?
Yeah, we're worried about there's apparently a pandemic going on, so we decided to go remote for this podcast.
I'm an anti-vaxxer. I don't believe in this. I'm joking.
Yeah, I did say that if Rudy Giuliani survived, I was never wearing a mask again because clearly it doesn't affect the sickest of the people in the world.
That is true.
How did this show get so political?
Oh, burn.
I do like that Joe chose to go into the middle of nowhere and in a basement in a rustic cabin. Oh, cheers.
Mr. Abe.
There we go.
Cheers.
Mr. Abe.
Brandon's like blended in with his background for a second. That was pretty cool.
What do you mean background? That's where he is.
Oh yeah, that's where he is. That's right.
Oh, Marco's putting on a Christmas hat.
Santa hat, actually.
Yeah, and at the end of it,
guys, this is horrible for a podcast because we're just talking about what each other.
about what? Yeah, no one. For all the listeners out there, we are very sorry.
Yeah.
All
So,
right, so we haven't had you in a little bit.
Yeah. So what's been going on, guys? Give me a quick recap, quick and dirty.
Not too much. We're getting a lot more trailers.
Yeah, I know.
A lot more.
I saw the last episode. It was complete podcast garbage.
what? Our podcast?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Really?
Did you guys take sleeping pills before you did that podcast?
No, I did drugs.
Was there a carbon monoxide leak in Brandon's garage room?
To be fair, I was about an hour 16 of being awake.
Marco, did Mom knock into the dryer vent again when she was cleaning around it? It was the Sleepy Brandon and Marco podcast. It was great.
I think we did. I think it went well. Wait, that was the one. What we talked about on that one?
The 12 Days of Christmas. You butchered that whole thing for the first 20 minutes of the podcast.
Oh, really?
I'm just giving you guys a hard time. So you talked Marvel, which I'm happy that I didn't have to.
Oh yeah. We intentionally talked Marvel without you.
Yeah. But so let's move into Star Wars.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this. You're getting me going already.
We got to get, we have to address the enormous. What's that? What's the elephant in Star Wars? The mastodon. It doesn't matter.
The Rancor. The Rancor from episode 6.
Let's address the enormous slimy Rancor in the room and talk about the finale of The Mandalorian.
Oh man, it was so good.
The fact that they were able to keep Luke Skywalker a secret and it didn't leak.
Oh, Jon Favreau just said in an interview he was very surprised that even happened.
How did that happen? There's always leaks before that.
Yeah, I know. He was like, they tried keeping it a secret as best as possible, and he said it was just one of the times that it just worked out very well.
Yeah.
We gotta think. There's only 8 actors that knew.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure they were on a bare bones staff.
Yeah.
For recording. So.
But I mean, it's got to go to editing and CGI and everything. So there's a handful of people that could have leaked that, and they all stayed true.
Yes.
It was glorious.
So when did you know it was Luke Skywalker?
The green lightsaber did it for me. As soon as the green lightsaber showed, I was like, "That's Luke Skywalker."
I knew when I saw the X-wing.
Of course. Oh no, wait, you're right. I knew that then too, because Kay was like, "Oh, who's that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's got to be Luke because he flies the X-wing."
Yeah. No, I think
I thought it was a red herring.
Really?
I thought for sure. I was like, "There's no way."
The problem is it makes sense because Luke at this time is looking for more Jedi or is looking for Jedi to build his own academy.
I mean, who would it be? It'd be him or Ahsoka Tone. It's not a real long list of living Jedi.
But Ahsoka already told them that she wasn't going to
She
do
had
the whole.
her own TV deal.
Oh,
She was like,
yeah,
"You
now
guys,
she's
I got
got.
my own series coming out. I can't help you in this one."
That is true.
Did you know that Elf was Jon Favreau's first director role?
Yep.
And it was Will Ferrell's first lead role in a movie. He did Old School that same year.
Oh, really?
Yep. So you had, and it was an unknown writer, unknown producing company.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's probably why they got away with it.
He wrote it back in the 90s.
Yeah, it took them a while to get the movie. Jon Favreau didn't write it.
Yeah, it had a lot more Toad the Wet Sprocket in the soundtrack, but by the time they got it to final cut, they had to change it all to Smash Mouth.
Oh
I
man.
like that he had to sit on that movie.
Right?
He's just like he's poor. He's living in New York.
He's got this gold
16
mine.
roommates, and he's
He's
just like, I got to perfect this elf movie.
And he's like trying to describe the premise to anybody. He must sound like a crazy person. Yeah, so it's a grown man who dresses up in yellow tights and walks around chewing used gum in New York City. Like, who's buying that pitch?
Do you know a majority of those scenes, like, they didn't have time to cast people or anything? They only had like 2 weeks to film in New York City, so it's like all those people are just
people.
yeah. Like that guy that looks like Santa, and he runs up behind him. He's like, "Oh, Santa! Oh, that's not you. That was just a random person on the street that Will Ferrell found."
Marco, did the stage crew of Duran Duran do your background lighting? What's going on back there? You got like spotlight shining at the screen.
It's the ceiling. Is that better?
Yeah, no, it's much worse. Now you just look like a serial killer. All right, back.
Don't worry.
In the basement.
So I have to use the GoPro camera to film myself because I can't have this camera activated in both OBS and Skype at the same time. So now they have a different view than what you guys are seeing.
Nerd.
All this is wasted on a podcast. If Marco was just a hot girl, he could be making a lot more money.
Yeah, look, the hat helps. I can.
Marco, we're gonna start you an OnlyFans. You gotta keep the pink suit on.
Hey, you laughed. My friends talked me into it one time. I made an account, but never made any content.
All right, let me ask all of your friends.
Hold on.
Did you talk him into doing that?
I did not. But also, he signed up for his OnlyFans account, so he just gave an email and made a password. Whoa. They burned him good on that one.
Guys, do I have to take my shoes off for this? Sorry, back to The Mandalorian. This is the joy of having me back on the podcast. I will derail us to no end.
Well, for the Christmas episode, you went right to Christmas. I was like, that was a perfect segue.
Right, I know.
And
it was
then
pretty
now
good.
you've gone back.
But it ended very quickly. Yeah.
We need to talk more Mandalorian.
Yes.
Where do you think they go season 3? Because do they just go Boba Fett?
This is too
Boba Fett's a different series.
Yeah, it's a different series.
Yeah, it's called the Book of. Did you watch the
Book of Boba Fett
after credit scene?
I told you to.
Yeah. So I have a crazy idea for what the Book of Boba Fett is. I saw when he was sitting in Jabba's throne and he had the lady assassin next to him. I imagine that they're gonna do a Conan style late night show where Boba Fett is Conan and she's Andy Richter, and they just bring in people from the Star Wars universe, and then like one of them does like a 5-minute set, the other one talks about their latest movie. Oh, well, you couldn't have busted that out when we were talking about Elf.
That's right, I should have.
For everyone listening, Marco did a dramatic reveal of an Elf shirt, forgetting that of the 12 listeners we have, 8 of those are listening, not watching.
Yep. Exactly what happened. See?
My concern with the Boba Fett is they started off in the most boring planet where it literally just starts everything. There's nothing going on. It's an effing desert.
Right. Mm-hmm. And the whole point of Jabba's palace is that Jabba is creating the wealth to have the palace.
Right.
And he's dead. So the Jabba dynasty is gone. So now it's just going to be Boba Fett hanging out there. So, get really good at shadow puppets against the cave walls.
What do we do if all of a sudden he signs up for a bounty and it turns into another small creature and that's his sidekick?
It's just the whole thing all over again.
They just recycle it.
What was crazy to me is that they ended on Boba Fett, or sorry, the Mando. What's his name?
Din Djarin or something.
Nah, it's Mandalorian. It ended on the Mandalorian with the Darksaber.
I think that's the only place you can go with that story, I guess.
So I think there's going to be some type of. It has to go to Mandalore now, the planet of Mandalore, and I think something has to happen with the whole battle for Mandalore in general. Brandon disappeared for a second.
So I think that Boba Fett has the lightsaber, which gives him some right to the throne. But also that other girl is
Boba Fett does not have the lightsaber. Is that what you just said?
No, sorry, Mandalorian.
Okay.
Mandalorian has a Darksaber.
Yeah, so he has the throne.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the lineage.
You don't need the lineage.
You don't need the lineage, but she has backers.
Yeah.
So she has a popular, because she is part of that lineage.
So
but I feel like there's some character growth with the Mandalorian where he now doesn't seem to care.
Character growth. You said character growth.
That's what I said at first. I corrected myself. He's not.
Okay, that's called a Freudian slip.
No, but I think he's going to kind of join their Mandalorian cult that they have, where you can take the mask off and everything, and I think he's going to lead the way for them now.
So a good story arc then would be he goes and revisits the Death Watch, and they're like, and then he's conflicted because they're the people who raised him, but also he took his mask off and realized they're a religious cult.
I think the main story is going to be, or the main villain will be the Armorer from that we see in season 1.
Yeah,
that's kind of like his leader.
Right.
Pass. I don't want to see that show.
It'd be Mandalorian versus Mandalorian. He'd be caught in the middle. I could see them doing that. That's my guess for season 3. Civil War.
What if, and hear me out, he has a twin.
Okay.
So where his parents are dead, they've been raising the twin and they switch.
Is it Danny DeVito that's the other twin?
They're going to parent trap it.
They're going to parent trap it.
So he's going to be able to finally have parents, and the other one gets to go on adventures.
I don't think... Is that the Parent Trap? I thought the Parent Trap is when they try to get the parents back together.
Yeah, that is the Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan.
That was the remake.
You're thinking of Freaky Friday.
I think he's
no, that's what Jamie Lee Curtis.
Why does he know all these people? He doesn't know the word jaded.
Hold on. Now I remember the entire last episode.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what did you think about that part? About 40 minutes in.
No, you lost me at the 12 Days of Christmas. I got 13 minutes in.
When I tried singing it, and I didn't even know the second day of Christmas?
Yeah. And then he's filling in your, line. Brandon's like, 2 turtle doves, Marco. Terrible.
For the record, I let him go with it. And
I know, you're very patient.
Oh, wait, yeah. Also, podcast listeners, today is December 23rd, 2020, 2 days before Christmas.
It's true. That is true. Did you guys see Saturn and Jupiter?
I saw pictures. Did you see it with your own eyes?
Yeah, oh yeah. Not when they were right on top of each other. But
well, you have a telescope too, don't you?
I do, but it was actually not at my house. So I saw it. The tree line's too high. I saw it in Dalton, Massachusetts.
Oh, I live.
Oh.
Close.
Brandon almost gave away where he lived.
Yeah, the coordinates are.
So
were you happy with the final episode, Joe?
Oh my God, it was great. The one before that was awesome. The only issue, I have two issues. One is that why was there a face recognition machine that just recognizes that you have a face? Yeah, it's like you couldn't and then why did it matter? Like they were worried that the Mandalorian was going in there, right? Because people would recognize him or whatever. But then they wore different outfits anyway. So the fighter, Gina Carano, and the other guy, they could have just gone in the first place.
No, they couldn't go in because she's a part of the Republic now, the New Republic. So they would have recognized her face as being part of the New Republic.
Yeah,
Boba
she was wearing an outfit.
But when they do the actual face scanner thing, they needed somebody who could get through the Imperial system without being recognized. He never had taken his mask off before, so he would have just looked like a random stormtrooper.
Okay, all right, I'm okay with that then. I'm still upset that the face recognition requires no other. Just you have to have a face.
You have a face.
And then the other issue I had was I wish that they didn't. They're trying to appease Pedro Pascal or whatever, but I wish that they waited because that moment where he took it off for Grogu was incredible. But you had just seen his face the episode before, right. So like the same emotional implications of him showing his face to Grogu, that was incredible.
Beautiful, I cried.
I know you cried, but then it kind of paled in comparison to him. Like he did the same thing for that random computer machine.
Right.
Other than that. It was good.
It's a fair point. I feel like they could have gotten another season out of Grogu. I've invested way too much in that character.
Yeah.
And
I think he'll come back.
Also, what happens then? Does Kylo Ren murder him?
That's what we're thinking.
There's a rumor that Disney is creating a whole different timeline. So, like, basically the sequel trilogy never happened.
Why? Okay. I'm okay with that.
No.
Get rid of the sequels.
We're not doing this timeline jump.
No timeline. Just get rid of the sequels.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, they are really?
That's what the rumor is that they're trying to act like the sequels never happened.
Marco, move your head forward. All right, now say I have an idea, and then pull your head back quick.
I have an idea. See, but
Marco, do it one more time, but give us one of these.
Hold on. All right, just so the viewers can see what's happening. I have an idea.
Okay, that was terrible. That wasn't worth it. Back to Mandalorian.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting for sure to see him do it without Grogu.
Yeah.
I think people will still watch it, but...
Yeah, so... yeah, I have big high hopes. So they're continuing that series for at least 3 more seasons, right? They have 5 seasons bought, I'm pretty sure.
For Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Good question. I don't know. I know that season 3.
I'll look it up.
Season 3 is coming out at the same time as the Boba Fett show is releasing.
They're just putting them head to head. They're gonna watch one.
Yeah, December 2021. They're both releasing. Although Boba Fett was given December 21st, and I don't think Mandalorian was given a specific date yet.
So the Mandalorian is set up as far as season 4 right now, I guess. The story.
Okay. But look what we have Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau heading this Star Wars universe, and it's great.
Yeah, they brought it back. It's crazy.
Like Jon Favreau basically started the Marvel universe.
Damn straight.
There's a meme going around which has who's the guy that did Star Trek? J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
And it's like a quote where he was like, you can't redo the sequels and give audiences what they want and still hold on to that old Star Wars feeling. And then it's Jon Favreau right under it, and it's like, hold my beer.
Yeah,
he totally did that. He totally made the feeling of Star Wars. Even the details, we probably talked about this before, but the details of the repurposed AT-ATs that were used as cranes in those shipping yards. And then I think they did it again in the second to last episode. But it's like you have all this tech left over from this war, and to see it kind of repurposed and reused in the series is a really good touch to play into the universe. And the fact that you kind of get this idea, especially watching as a kid, that when they blow up the Death Star, like, oh, all the bad guys are gone. But like, no, there's still a bunch of there's fleets of these people out there, and they're only just starting. Like the end of The Last Jedi was the start of them rebuilding this universe.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know exactly where the show goes from here, but I know that we have a great universe being set up with all these shows.
So Ahsoka Tano has hers.
Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, you keep going to the math thing.
Wait, what's her first name? Ahsoka?
Ahsoka?
Yeah. Oh, that's her. And then Boba Fett has his show.
Yep.
The Mandalorian. And there's also, which we haven't talked about yet, but the big reveal of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
I'm excited.
Is that official yet?
It's just one season.
Like one season to test it out, or one season and done?
One season and done.
I think they're doing the British limited series.
And
I'm okay with that.
Hayden Christensen is back.
Yes. Yeah.
Put on that costume. It's redemption.
But if he has the Darth Vader suit on, does he get one line, or do they just bring James Earl Jones in?
Yeah, he's only there to wear the suit. And James Earl Jones is still doing all the voice.
I mean, that would be cool. It's going to be like 8 episodes of an old man watching a young kid in the desert.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hold on. They did confirm Darth Vader and Obi-Wan have one duel.
I feel like it's going to be called Uncle Ben, and the whole thing is just going to be to push Rice. It's going to be a whole season of Uncle Ben's product placement.
They had to redo Uncle Ben's recently because it wasn't PC.
So it's perfect. You get, Ewan McGregor is the face of Uncle Ben's, and then you do a whole show around it. People will forget about the, the PC-ness, un-PC-ness.
Old Ben Kenobi. Well, you got to remember, in the last episode 3, he learns he can talk to Qui-Gon. So does that mean we get some Liam Neeson conversation?
Oh man, Liam Neeson comes back.
I imagine they're just gonna deep fake all Liam Neeson's lines from Taken.
First conversation is gonna be Obi-Wan going, "Told you so." Way to go! Had to take the orphan in.
It's like you left me with a real pile of shit on my hands, right? I never wanted this kid. It's gonna turn into like a child support thing. I never wanted this kid, and now you left me with him, and I have to take care of him.
You know how much food he eats? You know how many Republic credits it takes to raise a child? Yoda thinks he's a bitch. I'm not a fan of him.
So the other big thing I keep seeing too is this talk about Samuel L. Jackson returning as Mace Windu.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Especially
because he's like 77 years old or something crazy. How old is he? 72?
Yeah, I think 72.
Yeah.
But a young 72.
Yeah, that's true. That's
72
fair.
is the new 56.
I know, he looked real young in Captain Marvel.
I would never have watched that.
That's a joke because Disney has de-aging technology they use. And then they use a body double.
So Mark Hamill really doesn't look that young?
Oh, no, he looks great. He's on keto.
Is he really?
Marco's going to try to make a keto McDonald's meal now.
Yeah, it's their salad. Their chicken salad.
Just patties.
No. I can't win.
So I pulled up Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Googles here.
Yep.
And it has these bullet points, and it goes status fictional, affiliations Jedi Order, location Obi-Wan's house, hair color brown. So it's like the fourth most important fact about Obi-Wan Kenobi, after the fact that you just said he lives in Obi-Wan's house, is that his hair color is brown. And then it goes to vehicle is Jedi Starfighter.
Yeah, why hasn't Luke Skywalker gotten a new ride? He's a hero. I'm sure someone there's not a new X-Wing they could give him.
I mean, aren't they kind of monkish? Like, he doesn't want to have some flashy new ride.
Well, he also doesn't want to train Jedis either in the 7th one. So what does he want? What's going to make him happy?
I think he just wants to vacation at Desert Community and watch over his nephew.
Drink some green milk.
Yeah.
Oh, remember Blue Milk in episode 4? He evolved up to green by episode 8.
Just like Luke Skywalker changing lightsaber colors from blue to green.
Yeah, you guys are connected on a different level. Wow. Even when you guys are like 25 miles apart.
Hey.
That's a little too close because I already gave up my location.
If they find out where he lives, all they have to do is walk a 25-mile radius, 25-mile radius.
Good
somewhere. But they have to cover 360 degrees. That's so much area.
Marco.
People have a lot of free time, Marco. There's no movies out.
Yeah, it's a pandemic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Actually, since we have Joe here, you know that stupid Lego thing he wanted us to watch?
Yeah.
I watched it. Complete and utter garbage.
I love it. Oh, I'm so happy you watched it. I didn't waste my time with that.
It's so. And then I talked to him about it. He's like, yeah, I didn't watch it either. I watched the first 5 minutes. Or no, he skipped the first 10 and last 10. It was 45 minutes long.
Like,
it was about the Lego Rey. He's trying to teach Finn how to be a Jedi, but she doesn't have patience. So she's traveling through space and time to learn how other Padawans and Jedis learn patience with each other.
Is that canon?
It better not be.
No, it's a Lego. It's a different universe.
I know we talked about this before, but Finn's character arc was so disappointing.
I have something to tell you.
His character arc in Star Wars Episode 9, Duel of the Fates, was way better than what we got in Rise of Skywalker. Yes, I read the entire Colin Trevorrow script.
What the hell is Duel of the Fates?
It was the original version of Episode 9 written and directed by Colin Trevorrow. Well, didn't get directed.
Have you read a book in your entire life?
Yeah, like years ago.
He's just like, I read that Give a Mouse a Cookie
But
book.
I read the entire script of the original Episode 9.
Have you read a book other than A Wrinkle in Time, which you're forced to read in 6th grade?
We didn't read that.
Oh, is that just me?
No, we read To Kill a Mockingbird in 9th grade. That's required.
Did you actually read it, though?
No.
Marco, what book have you read?
He's like, really not a fan of that scout character.
What book was it?
Oh, remember I read Slaughterhouse 5 for school one summer?
No, we read it. You got us all to read it, and you didn't read it. Marco, I don't think you've ever read a book in your entire life. You read the entire script to a movie that never got released.
Welcome to Nerds in the Gym Book Club.
I read one Harry Potter book.
Did you?
Yeah, the 7th
Marco,
one.
So he read the 5th one.
He did. He just said he read the 7th one. What? So, did you? Because that's like 1,000-page book. So you?
I think it was like 759.
Okay, so you don't read in your entire life, and the first book you pick up is a 759-page book, and then you read nothing after that. Where you're just like, okay, good.
And hold on, I read it in 5th grade.
He probably slammed it online too, where he's like, doesn't explain the characters.
Marco, be honest. Did you really read it? Did you read the whole thing?
Yes.
Marco.
No, because here's what happened in fifth grade.
For those who are listening, Marco is covering his face while telling me this.
In 5th grade, we had this reading log, and if we read like 60 hours or something by a certain time frame, then we were able to go on this extra special field trip to the movie theater. And
you can't see this if you're just listening, but Marco also wet his pants, which is another sign of lying. He has peed his pants.
You can't even see it either if I were to.
Special field trip? It sounds like Marco and the teacher took a one-on-one trip.
Marco, you're supposed to tell us about that.
I was not. I was not touched.
Tread on jock straps.
Did she take you to Legoland?
No, we went to a movie theater, and we saw like
Toy Story, right? You told us you cried.
Was it 10 a.m.
It was Toy Story 3. It was Toy Story 3.
It was probably 10 a.m. on Tuesday.
It was.
Is that why you went to go work at a movie theater later?
No.
I'm gonna make Miss Jameson proud. Am I your extra special boy now?
So we got sidelined here. What were we talking about?
I don't know. I was talking about the original Episode 9.
Oh, and Finn's character. So, if they scrap the sequels, why don't they just have Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau do 3 movies? Do these series, pump these series out there, pump these series, and then pump the series, and then hit us with 3 sweet movies that are done mostly with like puppetry, not so much CGI.
I think they'll have to somehow use some CGI though, because they'll probably want Leia in there.
Okay, what's Jim Henson doing?
Who's that?
You know who Jim Henson is.
You know, from Muppet Babies?
No.
Or the Muppet Christmas Carol?
I haven't seen a Muppet thing.
What about Muppet Treasure Island?
I haven't seen it.
What was the Muppets Go to Hollywood?
There, Muppets Go to Hollywood.
You guys are talking stuff way out my league right now.
How about the Great Muppet Caper, 1981?
Okay.
How the Muppets Take Manhattan, 1984?
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think so too. Muppets from Space. That sounds up your alley, Marco.
I haven't seen it though. I've seen Spaceballs.
You brought to space.
All I heard was space. I heard Brand say space, and I heard Marco say Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing a word association thing?
Oh, I kept saying the last thing of his sentences last week.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Like that.
Right.
Oh, hey, look, it's Atlas in the background. Atlas.
Hey, come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah, for those just listening, Atlas has joined us. My dog.
Hey, Atlas. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's done.
Is not interested in this.
Fight him. Fight him now.
So, that's all the series, right? Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic.
Right. What's that? Is that the one? That's the Starfighter one?
That's the one where they got they're pretty much the spin-off with the UFC fighter.
Oh, yeah. What's the Renegades? There's a Renegade one too then.
No, there's a Rogue Squadron, which is a movie.
Oh.
So we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi, we have Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic, Andor, which is the the lead male character from Rogue One. Then we have The Bad Batch, which is a spinoff of the Clone Wars TV show. Star Wars Visions, which is 10 animated short films taking place in the Star Wars universe. Each film will come from a different animation studio. According to Star Wars Twitter, the films will celebrate the Star Wars galaxy through the lens of the world's best Japanese anime creators. We have The Lando Show.
Marco, if I wanted to hear a robot read things off of the internet, I would listen to C-3PO.
Also called Movie Phone.
Do you guys think Donald Glover comes back for Lando?
Oh, I hope so. I hope him and Billy D come back.
What do you think? Billy D is just going to be reading his own story?
Yeah, I want Billy D to read it and then like do a dream sequence into Donald Glover playing it.
It won't go anywhere. It won't go anywhere. But you know, at the end of it would have to be end of 9. They team him up with the other B character, and they're just like, "Let's go find your daddy." What if they did that show?
Oh, right. Yeah.
That would be the worst show. But I would watch every episode just to see him act. Which is like, he's not like over there.
They'd have to do it like a 70s like MASH or something, where it's like, let's go find your dad. It's in the way that you use it. Dun, dun, dun. And then like on a speedboat.
I'm thinking more Shaft. It's like, who's the man that blasted off? Lando!
He's got like a team of women doing backup singing.
Here's the show
Cloud City. Lando! Sorry.
Here's the show I'm excited for, The Acolyte. It takes place hundreds of years before the Phantom Menace during the High Republic era. So this is when the Sith and the Jedi had very high numbers, and it's supposed to be a mystery thriller that takes place near the end of the High Republic era.
We have to wait a second because Brandon's got to put his eyeballs back from the enormous eye roll I just saw in his video feed.
So what happened was Marco said I was very excited. So right there, I was like, strike one. Then he said hundreds of years before episode 1. So I was like, it's already in the galaxy far, far away, a long, long time ago, whatever. So we're going even before that.
Yeah.
And then he redeemed it at the last minute.
Yeah, no, it sounds pretty good.
But instead of a mystery thriller, why don't they do a political thriller where they talk about where we get to before episode 1?
Yeah, I want to see more of the council. I want to see more of Padme just kind of doing stuff at the council. Can we get that?
She's not alive hundreds of years before it, though.
You don't know that. She's not necessarily human.
She is human.
Oh.
She's Nabooian.
Never mind then. I want to know more about the Sith. They haven't really done a movie that talks much about the Sith.
I think that's what it's going to talk about a lot.
Like the origins of the Sith?
Or we could do like a buddy comedy with the Sith?
Hopefully. Like I think the Sith, the numbers of the Sith were higher during this time era.
Yeah.
Yes, Brandon. Go,
Brandon
please.
has a question.
Brandon, so in this buddy cop with the Sith, I like to think one Sith Lord is super clean and tidy, and the other one's like super messy on the ship.
I like it. I don't love it.
Marco has the floor.
Yeah, Marco, you have a question?
Oh, I have the floor? No, I was just messing with the raise hand feature. Because I'm the worst.
I got one here too. Oh, now we're all doing the raise hand feature.
Oh, yeah. Because we can't just do this.
Put your hand down.
$5 foot log.
I'm happy about Bill Burr's appearance.
Oof.
Oh, he did a real good job. He got a better storyline than Finn did in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. That was a... sorry. Just thought of a meme. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Keep going. Push on.
Oh, no. I don't have any more to say about it. I thought his little PTSD sequence went really well.
It was a 33-minute episode, and he spent 8 minutes in the truck monologuing, and I was enthralled the whole time.
Oh, it was so good. Yeah, he killed it.
He had that line where he's just like, everyone has a code until things get messy.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that is amazing.
It foreshadowed him taking the helmet off.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they do it really... The series in general... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You have your hand raised, though. That's only fair.
Why is my hand still raised?
You have to put it down.
Anyways, so when he's just trolling him, he's like, what are the rules? Last episode, you took off your helmet, and that's you can't take it off, or you can't take it off in front of people.
Yeah.
So
what I was saying, kind of, on top of that, is that they do a really good job of blurring the lines. Because original Star Wars was very much black and white. It was good or evil. Mm-hmm. But this series, it kind of shows you the different elements of that. And instead of creating like a bipolar good versus evil thing, it's much more of a gradient. You have people all different factions and different ideas of what they're doing and what they believe in. It's very good. It's fascinating.
Wait, why did you get the same idea start typing when I did?
Yeah, it's super weird. How do we do this?
Literally
did
chat.
I just derail the whole thing? Oh my god, Marco got there like 3 seconds before me.
But there's also another show, A Droid Story or whatever, with R2-D2 and C-3PO heading the...
Why are we wasting money and time on that?
It sounds so bad. Remember the R2-D2 episodes in the Clone Wars?
The worst.
Yep.
Unless they're doing like a straight up kids show, I don't need it. R2-D2 is always getting into like mischief. C-3PO is always like, oh, don't do it. It's very boring.
Oh, but hold on.
Anytime they need anything, R2-D2 just happens to have a new power.
Can we just say how nice it was though to have R2-D2 show up in the last episode?
Was it?
It was nice.
I did enjoy it. It was pretty good.
He just stole a child from me.
Oh my god. Wait.
I only spent 2 seasons falling in love with this character and decorating my house in his honor, and all of a sudden, boom. The little droid comes up and steals it.
Yeah, it's true. You have a lot of Grogu toys at your house.
Collectibles.
And Christmas hasn't even started yet. Your house is just going to be full of Grogu toys.
You're not kidding. I had to clear out a room.
I want to get a life-size little Grogu figure for Christmas. I hope I do.
I don't think they make those.
They do.
Nope.
Yep. I think you might have to steal one from the zoo. I'm just going to get a lemur and paint it green. I'll give it to you for Christmas.
It's not a lemur.
A greenler.
Speaking of Christmas, what's that Seth Rogen movie? All Through the Night?
Night Before?
Night Before.
Watched that last week.
It's so good. We watched it. It was like the only Christmas movie we watched so far, and it was so fun.
Yeah, I watched it with you.
Listeners, if you have not seen The Night Before with Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that's his name?
Yes. And then Anthony Mackie. Is it Anthony Mackie?
Yep. You got it.
He's a Marvel guy right now.
Yeah.
He's Falcon. Everyone's favorite tough animal. Um, it's a great movie, and you all should watch it. Hilarious. It's rated so R, so don't watch it with your kids. When people get confused with Christmas movies, it is definitely an R-rated film.
It's not that bad though.
What?
It's not that inappropriate.
Michael, there is just blatant and graphic nudity throughout the whole movie.
There's nudity?
They talk like truckers.
Okay, they talk like truckers, yeah, but there's not nudity.
And there's tons of nudity, and there's extreme drug use.
Mixed in with religious overtones.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe we should normalize drug use.
Said Marco, who can't take Benadryl.
Marco gets sleepy when he has the children's Benadryl, but he can't help himself because it tastes like delicious grapes.
Let's normalize cocaine.
Mom's got to put all the children's Benadryl on the top shelf so that Marco doesn't get his grubby little hands into it. Then he sleeps in, doesn't do his chores.
Hey, I do my chores. 20 years old and I still have chores.
Yeah. Well, you do live in a
pretty...
Christmas movies?
Jingle All the Way?
I just watched a documentary on Elf, if you guys want to talk about any interesting Elf facts.
I just watched one too.
Oh, I doubt it's the same one.
It was on YouTube.
Many documentaries on the movie Elf.
It was on YouTube. It was like a mini-series.
Oh, nice.
A mini-series?
So, what's the... Oh, here we go. Wait for it. Sorry, listeners. I just got a threat on my computer. Someone just said, I hate both of you. I'm assuming it's talking about
nice in the comment section.
Me and Atlas.
We're trying really hard on the podcast.
So I'm confused. How is this going to show on YouTube?
I have a recording.
So, yeah, but who's it recording?
Your faces and mine.
As like so we should have a fourth thing that's a computer if we do this again, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just need to get an HDMI splitter so that I can go back and forth between screens easily, because I need one screen for the recording software, one for you guys, and then I could have another one for like pulling up videos and stuff.
Yeah, this is actually not a bad format if we put videos and pictures up while we're talking about them.
Yeah.
Right. So we just need one person. We can even make a fourth account, like say use someone's phone.
Yeah.
And that would be the one on share screen.
Right. Cool. I have two monitors. I can do it here. So, Christmas Vacation is definitely the. You guys watch Christmas Vacation
with Chevy Chase before he lost his mind?
I think he had quite lost his mind during that movie.
Oh, okay.
It was just the 80s. It was
no, I'm giving National Lampoon's a nice little heart. Yeah.
Oh, good. The scene that gets me every time in that is when his cousin Eddie comes up to him and he talks about how he's got a plate in his head, and every time his wife turns on the microwave, he pees himself and forgets who he is. Oh, it's so ridiculous.
It's definitely not high-end comedy.
I mean, it's very slapstick.
I personally like the Pledge of Allegiance at the dinner table.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was a good movie. Oh, Brandon, what other Christmas movies you got?
Jingle All the Way with Arnold.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid.
That's the one where he fights for the stupid toy, right?
I think so.
How dare you? I'm pretty.
I called the toy stupid. I didn't call the movie stupid.
It's the stupid movie where he fights for the stupid toy. Yes.
We have that one. Let's see.
A Christmas Story.
I don't know what.
Have you seen Christmas Story?
That one, right?
Yeah. Are you?
I've seen it. It doesn't like have a big place in my routine.
It's how I modeled how I'm going to be a father to my daughter based on that movie. The father in that movie is how I want to be. I want to be angry and aloof.
Do you need me to put my bunny outfit back on?
No, you can leave it off.
Okay.
We got a lot of complaints about that bunny outfit.
Complaints from who?
Sorry, Brandon, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm just wondering, like, we saw him take it off, but is he not wearing any pants now?
No, I doubt that he's wearing pants.
No, I still have the leg part of it on.
Oh, good. That's reassuring.
Makes it a lot less weird. What about Christmas TV show episodes? Is there any that stand out?
Oh, we definitely, we went through that gambit. We did a few of those.
The Office has one like in every season.
Yeah, the ones I go back to The Office. You know, my favorite Christmas episode I think we watched this season was the Community episode where they have to be on the Glee team.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I
But
do.
Marco, did you get that far?
That's in season 3, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I saw it.
And they do. There's like each one of them has their song, and Troy and Abed do the Christmas rap, and it's just like a brilliant, he's a Jehovah's Witness who's pretending to be into Christmas so that he can infiltrate from within, and the whole rap is based on that. And then they did the one where Annie is doing like that Santa Baby song where it's like really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing a song that's like that, but she's going way over the top stupid with it. So by the end of the song, she's not even saying actual words. She's going do 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 do. And Winger's like, I think you hit a diminished returns on the sexiness to acting dumb ratio. It's a good one. I recommend it.
Those ones are good. The one I didn't like, I have to skip it, is the claymation one.
Can't do it.
Can't
watch it. It's horrible.
Well, Marco just lost his hair.
Marco just started working at Google.
Oh, no.
Now he's painting. Oh, he's with you. Go back to where Brandon is.
Marco, you get the hell out of my house.
Mostly sitting on your.
Well, what's funny is like they're opposites. So like where his corner starts, my corner ends. So.
Not for me.
Oh no.
No. It just looks like he's sitting in your lap.
Right, so well, Office. We can talk about the Office ones.
Yeah, Office is great.
I would say Yankee Swap is probably still my favorite.
Is that the one where Michael takes it too far and gets an iPod for Ryan?
Right. And then he gets Phyllis gets him an oven mitt, and he hates it, and he just spends the whole time talking about how horrible it is, and she's sitting right there. She handmade it.
Well, it's so funny because it also dates that show because it was an iPod Classic.
Right, and it was I think like $300 or $400 when those things came out.
$300.
And Dwight wants to take Jim's tea kettle that he made for Pam or got for Pam and use it as a neti pot to put in his nostrils. That was good. Do you remember the Benihana episode where
the next one I was going to talk about?
Oh my god, that scene where they're at the restaurant and it's Michael, Andy, and Jim on one side, and then there's a couple, and then Dwight's on the opposite side.
Yes.
And then Jim's like, Dwight asks Jim what they're talking about, and Jim is like, he's trying to tell him how to butcher a goose, but he's doing it all wrong. And then Dwight just starts yelling in the restaurant, "You've got to pull the head back and slit the throat." Oh, it's so ridiculous. All right, gentlemen, I hate to end this party early. You guys can keep going, but I have to run.
Oh, yeah, you have to go to bed. You have to put your daughter to bed or something.
No, she's asleep. I just don't want to talk to you anymore.
Oh.
No, I've got family over, so I don't want to be gone too long.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, really?
It's Matt. Matt's here.
Matt's still there? Oh,
yeah. We have a visiting family member from Saudi Arabia here. So.
But he's not Saudi Arabian.
I was going to say, Marco's in a basement. How come he wasn't invited?
I think I did see Osama walking around behind Marco in that basement, but maybe not. Could have been our grandfather.
All right, buddy. Thanks for joining. You feel good about if we do this next week?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is great. I'll have a little more time next week too.
Yeah,
more time, or we could always schedule a different time for you too.
Yeah, like at 5 a.m.
Yeah, let's do it early as possible. You guys, what are you guys doing at 3 a.m. on say a Saturday?
Usually playing PlayStation.
We should do a Today style breakfast show. We'll have segments. We'll bring on some local author, talk to her about her books.
Usually playing this thing here.
Oh well. I would laugh so hard if you dropped that thing and broke it trying to show us. All right. Have fun, gentlemen. If I hit end call, you guys can still keep going, right?
We're gonna find out. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Au revoir.
Just hit it. Ah.
All right.
Well, we lost a member. I didn't know that was happening. You just kind of threw a curveball at us 51 minutes in.
Well, for the record, what's funny is like this Christmas episode that we've been saving for 4 months. We might as well just talked about those Christmas movies in October when we wanted to. We've talked about this Christmas episode. Every episode we've gotten together. Every free chance we're gonna do a big. So far, you were in a costume. We talked about The Office for 2 minutes.
Joe's family home for the holidays.
Well, I was about to say, you're there in a basement. So Kate's family's over.
Oh, man.
The only thing this did is now we're going to have to actually edit this because there's so much we have to cut out.
Like what?
Pretty much anytime we're just doing, whoa, with our cameras. Because I don't think people want to listen to it.
I think it's a running joke.
Let me just check real quick to see if we got any other nerd news.
I feel like I heard. Hold on. I feel like I heard something the other day, but I can't remember. I just feel like there's been like a lot of stuff, but then there hasn't been a lot of stuff, so like I get confused.
No worries. So the only thing I have is Spider-Man update. You ready for that?
Yeah.
So Spider-Man 3, I guess they have a teaser trailer ready, but they don't want to release it till they have Tobey Maguire officially.
I heard that. I did hear that. So that because they want him to be in it.
So that tells me whatever the trailer is, they don't have everything filmed yet. They started filming, but they have to leave it open for Tobey Maguire to be in it or not be in it.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. Because if Tobey Maguire doesn't sign off, all of a sudden we're just missing half the plot.
I just don't. I wonder why it's so hard to get him. Does he not want to do the role again due to publicity and stuff?
I don't know, honestly, man, because he doesn't do a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like Tobey Maguire has a podcast. He doesn't do a whole lot of movies. I don't know what he's into. And he spent the last 2 decades trying to get out of being called Spider-Man every day. So the idea that he'd want to go back is kind of mind-blowing to me.
Yeah. They would have to give him a fat paycheck. Like, I'm talking Robert Downey Jr. size.
Yeah. Rumors is Robert Downey Jr. is going to be doing something for the MCU.
Really?
Which is crazy. So probably like voiceover stuff, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Not or like actually come back.
Yeah, maybe one of those What If episodes.
Yeah, I could see that.
Let's see what else. So officially this past week, Disney now has the rights back to those Marvel TV shows.
Okay.
So they're thinking about bringing Daredevil back with Charlie Cox.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it would have to be Daredevil something because you can't use the same thing that Netflix did.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
Well, don't they own the rights to that though now?
Who?
Doesn't Marvel?
It's shared.
Okay.
And Netflix.
They just don't want confusion more so.
Right. So it probably if they would have to do Daredevil season 4 only on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I don't think they would do that.
Yeah.
But so also Blade. Marvel owns the rights to Blade again.
Okay.
They bought that last year. They haven't done anything with it yet. So I don't know if you ever saw those movies back in the day.
No, I didn't actually.
So well worth a watch. They're good for the time, and it's an interesting character.
Okay. I love how we talk about Marvel right as soon as Joe leaves.
Uh-oh.
We saved him from having to deal with the Marvel talk.
That is true. Other things going on. What did I just read? Hold on.
Yeah, what did you just read? 'Cause I don't know.
Because we did Charlie Cox. The only other thing we have is rest in peace to the original Boba Fett actor.
I saw that.
Jeremy Bulloch.
Yep.
So we're losing original Star Wars members left and right.
Yeah, we are. We gotta protect Harrison Ford at all costs.
That's why I said last week we gotta get a team around him. Take away this helicopter license.
I don't know. I think his pescatarian diet will help him.
You know.
I'm going back on that. His fish sandwich from McDonald's, side of salad,
unsweetened iced tea.
Yep.
All right, buddy. I think that's all we got.
Yeah, no, Joe just kind of threw us a curveball, guys.
I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did.
I knew he had a family, but like I thought he scheduled this. It was like, hey guys, I'll be gone for a bit.
Well, that's right. At 7:45, he was just like, "Oh, we doing this?" It's
like, yeah.
At an early time, but all right, man. For the first Skype episode, I think we're okay. See what we got with the audio, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, tell me what you did with the audio, because worst thing that could happen is I just stripped the audio from this.
Right. So we'll figure it out. We'll find a day, test it out, and
yeah,
I'll see what we got.
Well, nerds, right, it's been Marco
and Brandon.
And as always, oh no, you go. I know what you're going to say.
As always, Steve Jones. We'd love to have you on. Skype in.
Steve, big. Are they like blowing kisses or something? What are they called?
You don't know how to blow a kiss.
No, I was trying to think how blow a kiss. Yes, that's how people usually.
We're out.
Bye, everybody.